A good early evening to you from Saddleback College in the city of Mission Viejo, Saddleback Stadium on the campus of Saddleback College for tonight's Orange Empire Conference men's soccer matchup, part two of our doubleheader. First game, we saw the Saddleback women's team roll to an 8-0 victory over Santa Ana to remain undefeated, 14-0-1 on the season. Now it's the men's turn. Santa Ana visiting comes in at 7-5-3 overall, 3-3-2 in Orange Empire Conference play. Fifth in the conference currently. Saddleback comes in at 6-5-2 overall, 3-4-1 in the conference, which puts them behind Santa Ana in sixth place. First year of men's soccer for Saddleback College. School opened in 1968. 2023, the first season that Saddleback has offered men's soccer, taking on the Dons, wearing the white with the black trim. Saddleback is in their alternate home jerseys, black with gold trim. And we are just about ready to get underway in this Orange Empire Conference matchup. This is the second game of the second round of league play. In the first round, Santa Ana defeated Saddleback 2-0 at Santa Ana on September 29th. Saddleback trying to return the favor here at Saddleback Stadium and move up into, well, let's do the math. Yeah, victory for the Bobcats would move them ahead of Santa Ana in the Orange Empire Conference standings. Thank you for joining us here on this Saddleback College Department of Cinema, Television, and Radio YouTube live stream. Chief Engineer Matt Broday, cameraman extraordinaire Skip Rocks. I am Mark Spen, and we are underway here at Saddleback Stadium, which I call College Drive East as an homage to English professional football, where the stadiums are frequently named after their location. Here on the campus of Saddleback College in beautiful Mission Viejo, Saddleback Stadium is located on College Drive East, the name of the street, so there you go. And we are underway. If you're not familiar with community college soccer, 45-minute countdown clock. Starts at 45 and goes down to 2 minutes. Crossing pass there. Flag is up offside on Santa Ana. Goal kick for the Bobcats, who start Dominic DeFrena in goal. So the clock will start at 45 and go down until 2 minutes are left in the half, at which time the final 2 minutes of regulation, long lead pass up the left-hand sideline. Crossing pass into the box. Santa Ana will pick it up and come up the left side. The 2 minutes of regulation kept by the referee, the last 2 minutes in each half, and then any added stoppage time also kept by the referee on the field. They stopped the scoreboard clock at 2 minutes in community college soccer, so we have to wait for the whistle at the end of each half because they don't give us an indication of any added or stoppage time in terms of how much. Might get lucky and see a number flashed by the referee to the sideline. Do my best to keep up with that for you. But if you're a purist and used to going from 0 to 45 and then 45 to 90, it's a little different here in community college. Right-hand breakaway, hard shot off of the right-hand side of the net. And that was Jordan Bueno. Had some room along the right-hand side for Santa Ana. And he's a sophomore from right here in Mission Viejo. But as I mentioned, Saddleback did not have a soccer program until this year. So last year, Jordan would not have had a community college opportunity at his hometown Saddleback College. Santa Ana is where he ended up. Nathan Aquino along the right-hand side puts one into the box. It's headed out by Santa Ana. And the Dons are coming the other way As I mentioned, they defeated Saddleback in first round of league play at Santa Ana 2-0. Pablo Reyes at goal for Santa Ana. And I'll get you all the starters here. Next time we get a goal kick. Right now that's Nathan Aquino, number 1 for Saddleback. Sode Cashin, Big Sep, number 23, sends it into the box where Rea makes an easy save. A little bit of an errant pass out there, and it'll stay down here in the Santa Ana end. Saddleback looking to get something going. Alex Avila. Ryan Mann, number 17, left foots it, trying to get it over to Sep. Second leading goal scorer for the Bobcats. Sote Cashin taken away there. Nicely, and then an intercepted pass. Nice effort right there by Alex Martinez. Ryan Mann will head it back to Dominic DeFrena. So we're coming up on 4 minutes in, 4th minute. 0-0. Visiting Santa Ana in the white, going right to left, which is south to north. Saddleback here in the first half going left to right, north to south. We are high above the western sideline at this gorgeous 3-year-old facility. Saddleback Stadium, College Drive East. Long lead pass, nicely chipped out there. It ends up back to Joel Smith, who puts a shot just wide to the right side. Nice little job of centering himself on a nice pass. Marco Cortez from the left side got it to Joel Smith, who leads the Bobcats with 8 goals. He's among the leaders in the Orange Empire Conference, as is Paul Carrillo of Santa Ana, who also has 8 goals. The Dons' top scorer is Mark Rayo, sophomore out of Villa Park. He's got 7 goals and 10 assists, 4th in the conference in points with 24. Headed into the box, Sep tried to get one on target, couldn't do it. Another goal kick here. So let's run through very quickly. Santa Ana starts Pablo Reyes in goal, as I mentioned. Defender Saul Vasquez. Midfielder Mark Rayo, as I mentioned. Isaac Pineda, midfielder. Number 8. Number 11, Vincent Lopez. Edwin Flores, number 14, midfielder. Esteban Palacios, number 16 at forward. Elijah Lozano, number 21, a defender. Jordan Bueno, who had the shot earlier, number 23, forward out of Mission Viejo. Joshua Rosette, number 28, defender and midfielder. Ernesto Lopez, number 30, the starting 11. Centered it into the box. DeFrena comes off the line, tucks it away harmlessly, and gets a lead pass out to Spencer Simus. The Bobcats get set. As I mentioned, 0-0 Dominic DeFrena in goal. Nathan Aquino, number 1, defender. Alex Avila, defender, number 13. Spencer Simus, midfielder, number 14. Marco Cortez, John, they call him Marco, so will we. Ryan Mann, number 17, defender, long throw-in specialist down near the penalty box for Saddleback. When it's down around the top of the penalty area, Ryan Mann usually will make the throw-in because he does them very well, almost like a corner kick. Dominic Ochoa, midfielder, number 19. Joel Smith, the leading scorer, as I mentioned, with 8 goals. Number 20, Sep Sodakishan, number 23, second leading scorer for the Bobcats. At a forward, Alex Martinez, a defender, number 13, and Juan Ponce, number 26. One of the midfielders for Saddleback, long throw in there by Ryan Mann, as I just mentioned, is knocked out of the box by Santa Ana, and we're coming up on, we're in the 8th minute, and there's no score. It's 0-0 here at Saddleback College, Saddleback Stadium, visiting Santa Ana in the white. Saddleback wearing their alternate home uniforms, the black with the gold trim, looking to get revenge after the 2-0 defeat September 29th at Santa Ana, and looking to move ahead of the Dons in the OEC standings if they can get the 3 points for the victory here today. Martinez, Ryan Mann with it along the left-hand side. Saddleback being patient in the midfield. That's over to Cortez. A little bit of room. Santa Ana content to let them play pitch and catch around midfield at this point, and why not? No pressure, no harm at this point. There's a ball into the box. Joel Smith tries to run it down. He had a head of steam there, but Santa Ana came along nicely to knock it away, and Mark Rayo wins the ball along the sideline, and Santa Ana will have a throw-in going the other way. We're in the 9th minute. 0-0, coming up on 36 minutes on the countdown clock. Elijah Lozano, number 21, sophomore out of Valencia High School. Plays a little catch with Pablo Rea, and now takes it up the left-hand side. Quick pass into the middle. Nice ball movement here. Pineda, number 8. Isaac got it to the middle of the field. There was a little give-and-go opportunity, but Saddleback did a nice job keeping Esteban Palacios from having the opportunity to see Vincent Lopez cutting down the middle, I believe it was. Knocked away by Saddleback there. Santa Ana will reset at midfield. Saul Vasquez, number 3. Lozano. Ernesto Lopez. And Joshua Rossett. Left-footed attempt there, right at the top of the box. Somehow got it around Saddleback defenders. I believe that was Simas. He managed to somehow left foot that around, but no harm of it getting by DeFrena, who brought it in harmlessly, and we remain 0-0, 10 minutes into the first half. Alex Avila. Center of the field to Ryan Mann. Saddleback. Coach B.J. McNichol, head coach for the first ever Saddleback College men's soccer team here in 2023. Also the head coach of the women's team, defending national champion, junior college level 3. Got a shaken up Santa Ana player along the sideline and a yellow card. Let's see who they gave that to. Is that Joel Smith? Yeah, it looks like Joel Smith, number 20, just picked up a yellow card. Joel's stepping over to see if his opponent is doing okay. Did not mean referee having a long conversation with Joel. Get the binoculars. I believe that's Joshua Rossett, number 28, who was shaken up a little bit on the play. If you're not familiar with community college soccer substitution, it is unlimited free substitution with re-entry. So Joshua could go off and come back on if needed, but he's staying in the game. And it'll be a free kick here. And Joshua says he's okay, and he'll take it and get things going with Saul Vasquez. Coach of Santa Ana is Jose Vasquez. He's been the coach at Santa Ana for the men since 2004. As I mentioned, B.J. McNichol doing double duty offside there against Santa Ana. Coaching the women's team, which he led to the national championship in junior college level 3 in 2022, currently ranked number 1 in the United Soccer Coaches poll that crowns that national champion. 14-0-1 after their 8-0 victory in the first game of our doubleheader over visiting Santa Ana. Now it's the men's turn. Nate Aquino. Oh, there's a hard trip over there, and I think we're going to get possibly a card. Juan Ponce didn't like that. And there's, well, Juan might have to look out about getting a card himself. He did not like the challenge. The card came out, and it is going to go against Santa Ana. I'll have to check the official scoring, but I believe that's Isaac Pineda. We'll see if we can get the official from the Sports Information Director Deluxe at Saddleback College, Brad Hoyseth. So Joel Smith of Saddleback, their leading scorer, picked up a yellow card in the 13th minute. And that one actually was awarded not to number 8, Isaac Pineda, but to Mark Rayo, their leading scorer. So both leading scorers in the game have picked up cards here in the opening 15 minutes. Everybody's going to need to be on their best behavior going forward, because neither team wants to lose their leading scorer to a red card. And nobody wants to play shorthanded when you're playing for standing position in the conference. 5th place Santa Ana against 6th place Saddleback. Aquino will take the free kick into the box. Blueston bouncing around, still free. And it looks like Araya took one in the head, possibly in the scrum right at the top of the 6-yard box. Foul awarded, no card. And Pablo Rayo kick it away. Looks to be okay, checks his hands. A lot of feet kicking around him as he dove into the top of the 6-yard box off of the free kick by Aquino. Both teams playing with intensity. Will be under the lights by the second half as the shadows have encompassed most of the field here. Long free kick by Aquino into the box, headed away nicely. I believe the Bobcats were offside. Edwin Flores there was number 14 for Santa Ana, was the one who cleared that out of the penalty area. Bobcats will reset at their own end. Good pressure by Santa Ana. Dominic Ochoa gets it up to Avila. Avila towards the top of the penalty area, headed away again by Santa Ana, and the Dons have some room on the right-hand side. Rosette showing no signs of any problems from that earlier shakeup, got it up the field quickly. Isaac Pineda, Rayo, Mark Rayo, he's offside, flag is up again. Both teams are a little overeager on their runs, but the aggressiveness is there on both sides. Aquino. Sepp can't head it away. Lozano does for Santa Ana, who's got room on the right once again. Here come the Dons. Rosette. Little chip pass headed away by Simus. Bobcats take control. Lose it over there on the sideline. Alex Martinez was fighting for it. And we've got another Santa Ana player down. I'll get the binoculars out for you folks, because If you were with me for the women's game, you know that I mentioned we are high above the western sideline, as Chick Hearn used to say with the Lakers when they played at the Forum. About the broadcast position and at this beautiful stadium, Saddleback Stadium, College Drive East, the press box is high above the western sideline. But that's why we have binoculars. And Pineda will take the free kick. Nice kick into the box, headed around by a couple of Dons. Rayo tried to left foot it out of midair, couldn't get it. Nate Aquino, good speed. Sepp trying to outrun on the right-hand side, and he's going to get called for the push right there. Foul on the Bobcats. So Mark Rayo's got the 7 goals and 10 assists to make him the 4th overall point scorer in the Orange Empire Conference. His teammate, number 10, Paul Carrillo, has got the 8 goals to be their leading goal scorer. And that equals him with Joel Smith, number 20 of Saddleback, who also has 8 goals on the season. Headed around at midfield. Paul Carrillo did not start the game for Santa Ana with his 8 goals. I don't have a note as to say why, but he may be coming in later with the free substitution. They can come and go as often as they need to. Long ball up ahead to Rayo. He's going to try and run it down. Aquino slowed tackled. Goes off of Nate. Might be a good thing it went into touch because I think Nate had overslid it. And if Rayo had been able to get control of that, he might have had some room into the left-hand side of the penalty area. But as it is, it's a throw-in for the Dons at the, even with the top of the penalty area. Elijah Lozano will take it for Santa Ana. And speaking of that unlimited substitution, here comes some subs. Andrew June, number 10, on for Saddleback. The Dons get it into the box to Rayo. Rayo goes back to Lozano. Nice long looping pass. Couldn't quite get enough of a boot on it. And it goes for a goal kick into the side of the net for the Bobcats. Ernesto Lopez just couldn't get a solid strike on it. There was a little bit of room on the far post. First real scoring opportunity for Santa Ana right there. Turned away. Errant pass by the Bobcats is what I'm trying to say. A little bit too much weight on it. Santa Ana moves the ball briskly. Once they gain control, they don't waste any time trying to find a quick avenue up the field. Look how quickly, a lot of one touch, one quick dribble, and then boom, they get it up the field. Nice little touch pass right there, just a little bit too much on it. Martinez knocked it away. Dominic Ochoa for the Bobcats sends it to the middle of the field. Aquino with it. Sends it back to Simus, and Saddleback will see what they can see from the middle of the pitch. Ryan Mann along the left-hand side, challenged there nicely by Vincent Lopez, and the Dons will get the throw-in. Nice job by Vincent Lopez, the sophomore out of Garden Grove High School. Lopez has it there along the right-hand side. Long lead pass isn't going to get anywhere except to Dominic DeFrena. Saddleback had defenders back on the run as well. Nothing doing for Jordan Bueno for that opportunity. We played 22 minutes. No score, 0-0, visiting Santa Ana in the white, going right to left. Nice lead pass up the pitch along the right-hand side to Bueno. Ryan Mann comes over to challenge him, and Alex Martinez will clear it out. battle for it with Andrew June, number 10, in for Saddleback. And there's going to be another card. Santa Ana picks up the yellow card. I believe that it was on Daniel Tolmasov, and Andrew June is still down. Well, we've got a minute while they're checking on Andrew. So we've had yellow cards. Yes, that was on number 4, Daniel Tolmasov for Santa Ana. 2 yellow cards on the Dons now, 1 on the Bobcats. Joel Smith picked up the yellow card for Saddleback. Mark Ryo playing with a yellow card, along with Tolmasov for Santa Ana. Saddleback can't afford to lose Joel Smith. Santa Ana really can't afford to lose Mark Ryo. Headed out of the box there. Here's Ryo with it up along the left-hand side. Aquino comes over to challenge. Beautiful lead pass up ahead. Jordan Bueno, but Saddleback does a great job getting back. Ryan Mann and Alex Avila. But Mark Ryo made a perfectly weighted pass to the streaking Jordan Bueno. Probably knows a lot of the players on the Saddleback team, as Jordan is from Mission Viejo High School. It's about 68 degrees at game time. Just a perfect night for a soccer match here at Saddleback Stadium on the artificial surface. It's a beautiful pitch here at College Drive East. Another long lead pass. DeFrena comes off the line and gets that. That was probably a good idea because Bueno had a step on Ryan Mann if he had gotten around him and picked that ball to the right side of the penalty area. Simas with it now with a little bit of room on the right-hand side. Spencer makes a nice pass to Aquino, streaking along the right. He's trying to turn the corner. Can't quite do it. Nudged off the ball a couple of times. Now he puts one into the box. And a diving shot attempt by Joel Smith, the leading goal scorer for the Bobcats. Just got way too much on it. Tried the old hook slide right footer. It soared over the crossbar. And in this kind of football, that's not a good thing on your kicks. You don't want it going over. There's Joel Smith still going with it. Knocked away nicely. Good defense there by Saul Vasquez. But the Bobcats will have a throw-in on the far side. Ryan Mann, like I said, they're long throw-in specialists. This might be a little bit out of his range to put it in as if it's a corner kick, but he does get it towards the 6-yard box where it's knocked away, headed out by the Dons. They get it quickly up to midfield. Rayo's on the left making the run. They get Avila for a foul. And the Dons go quickly. Mark Rayo left foots it, trying to get around. Aquino's got him well marked. They've got him bottled in. Somehow Rayo got it between defenders. And it'll be a corner kick for the Dons. Impressive footwork and placement by their leading scorer, Mark Rayo, sophomore out of Villa Park. 4th leading scorer in the Orange Empire Conference with those 7 goals and 10 assists. Pineda will take the corner from the near side. DeFrena directing his defense. Some subs coming in for Santa Ana. We'll see what kind of set piece Coach Vasquez wants to put into play here. Lofted into the box, headed out nicely by Cortez. Marco got it out of there. Kevin Sanchez, number 7, on for Saddleback with it up on the left-hand sideline. Splits defenders. Now there's room on the left. Simas gets it on the streaking left-hand sideline. Andrew June with it. Tried to put a centering pass to Simas. Nicely broken up by Saddleback, or excuse me, by Santa Ana. I couldn't make out the number. I think that was Saul Vasquez, number 3, who got back to break up that give-and-go attempt on a cross by Andrew June to the streaking Spencer Simas. Ryan Mann knocks that away. Santa Ana was trying to come back quickly the other way. But it's the Bobcats with it here. 0-0. Good action here in the first half. Both ends of the pitch. We're in the 28th minute. 0-0. Nate Aquino in front of the Saddleback bench. Lofts one down. Joel Smith will try and run it down. Saul Vasquez does a nice job of keeping it away from Saddleback's leading scorer. Simas does a nice job along the right side for Saddleback. A little touch pass over to Andrew June, top of the box. Once again, though, Santa Ana gets it out of harm's way, and it remains 0-0, no shot. Saddleback moving a little more quickly and crisply. Man to Cortez into the middle. Kevin Sanchez over to Simas. Simas lofts one into the box, but that's going nowhere except off the head of Tomasov. Tomasov has got it over there on the far right sideline in front of the Santa Ana bench. And we got a foul against the Bobcats. And a kick coming for Santa Ana. Is that another card coming out? Break out the binoculars. No, I believe they just slowed play for a moment. Alex Martinez of Saddleback was a little slow getting up. But it's play on from here. And the free kick for Santa Ana in this scoreless Orange Empire Conference men's game. 30 minutes in to the first half. Long pass by Spencer Simas. A couple of Bobcats down there, but more Dons. Kevin Sanchez makes a great move, but cannot split the third defender after he got through 2. There was still another boot in his way, and it's knocked out of there by the Dons, who send it to midfield. Michael Mirzwa out of Trabuco Hills and other local South County players in the game for Santa Ana, number 9. Right there in the middle of the pitch. The Dayglow shoes on. You can't miss Michael. Rayo tries to get a little side footer in. Interesting thought for sure. Creative. Shows why he's one of the leading scorers in the conference. Got that towards the goal. Just didn't have anything on it. But still, creative. Take a quick look at the stats. Santa Ana's got 2 shots, 1 on goal. Saddleback 4 shots, 1 on goal. Saddleback has committed 7 fouls so far. Santa Ana has had 2 yellow cards booked. We'll keep away along the sideline. Pineda's got it there. He'll send it over in front of the Santa Ana bench. The Dons will back it off and see what they want to do. Long lead pass to Rayo. That's always a good idea. DeFrena came all the way out of the box, out of the penalty area, a good 10 yards past the top of the box to head that out. And it's a good thing because Santa Ana had a 2-on-1 situation. If that ball had gotten past DeFrena or if he had not arrived in time. But Dominic came out and headed it away. Ochoa, Sanchez, Spencer Simas. Room along the right side to Aquino again. He's had room over there earlier today. Shoots one in, but it's nicely pulled in by Pablo Rea. Not a lot of oomph on that, but it was more of a cross. Saddleback just couldn't get a man in there to redirect it, and Rea collected it. Good action here in the first half. Elijah Lozano. Rosette. That's Mierswa trying to run that one down. The Trabuco Hills grad loses it into touch. DeFrena got to be a little careful with it there. He and Ryan Mann got a little sloppy on that exchange, but were able to clear it and send it over to the far side of the pitch where the Bobcats will try and get something going there. Martinez. Long looping lead. Nobody's going to be home on that one. Both teams have tried a few of those long looping dump and chase type passes in hopes that a runner can get there, but the defenders have been back on both sides. No real opportunities out of those particular runs. Martinez with room. Martinez drives it towards the goal. Got pretty good boot on it. Pretty solidly struck. Not hard enough to give Pablo Rea a problem. And Pablo collects it. And we remain scoreless, 0-0. A little over 11 minutes to go in the first half on the countdown clock. Thank you for joining us here on this Saddleback College Department of Cinema, Television, and Radio YouTube live stream of Orange Empire Conference Men's Soccer. Chief Engineer Matt Brodet, Cameraman Deluxe, Skip Rocks. I am Mark Spann. Thank you for joining us. It's been a lot of fun so far in the first 35 minutes of the first half. No score, but a lot of good action both ways. Santa Ana again with that quick touch passing. Once they start moving, they don't waste a lot of time thinking about it. It kind of comes off the foot and then it moves again. They send it up the left side. Nobody really home there. Saddleback corrals it on the sideline. Spencer Simons comes out with it. Rayo challenges him and wins the ball, but it goes over to Kevin Sanchez. Sanchez over to Martinez. Room down the middle. He's come over and challenged there by Pineda. And the Bobcats will send it back out to the left-hand side. One of those long looping entry passes to Joel Smith, but the flag comes up. No, he wasn't offside. It just ricocheted out here. And Rosette tries the long lead pass. But Alex Avila is there, so they exchanged the long bombs, incomplete, as it were. And that time the flag did come up on Santa Ana. It did look like Diego Corona was well offside, and the flag went up. Here comes Aquino. Smith tried to backheel it to Andrew June. There's Mierswa again. Andrew June's going to try and run that down in the corner. Saul Vasquez thought it was off the Bobcats, but it'll be a throw-in down here, and this is Ryan Mann country, number 17 for Saddleback. These long throw-ins that he does so well in creating opportunities. Freshman out of Aliso Niguel High School. He puts these with nice weight on them. They're not line drives or balls that would be hard for someone to either head or get a boot on out of midair, because he's got some touch, which is unusual on such a long throw-in. And there's a good example right there. Right into the box, but headed away by Santa Ana, who had a cluster of defenders ready for that. They've got them well scouted, and they've seen it before with Ryan Mann. They know it's an opportunity when he does those long throw-ins, and he'll go across to the other side of the pitch. Ryan getting his cardio in right here, going from sideline to sideline for another long throw-in right about the top of the box, parallel to it. Running start. This one a little bit more on a line. It gets headed around, goes towards the end line. I think that's off of the Bobcat. Should be a goal kick for Santa Ana, and it will be. So some activity in the 6-yard box for Saddleback, but no opportunity. And as Coach Wooden always said, never mistake activity for achievement. A little life lesson for you. Courtesy of Coach John Wooden. What does that mean? Well, you can run around or you can, you know, look like you're being real busy and so forth, but what are you actually accomplishing? That's the whole goal. Not that they're not working towards that. That was a good set of plays by Saddleback on the set pieces on the long throw-ins. And there was good activity, just no accomplishment thanks to Santa Ana's excellent defensive positioning in the 6-yard box. And now the Dons have a run up the right-hand side, but Ryan Mann is there on the errant pass to get it ahead. Kevin Sanchez gets a foul, and the Bobcats will set up for a long free kick. Some substitutions in for Saddleback. Brian Landazuri Carlo, number 11, is in the game for Saddleback, who lose it into touch. Goal kick coming up for Santa Ana. Andrew June, number 10, as we mentioned. See if we can reset. Kevin Sanchez, number 7. Spencer Simus. Dominic Ochoa, number 19. Along the back line, you still got Mann, Avila, and Aquino. And the Dons will have a throw in from a similar area where Ryan Mann just made a couple at the other end of the pitch. We'll see if Tomasov has got the same kind of touch on these long throw-ins as his counterpart, Ryan Mann. Not quite enough depth on it, but a good toss nonetheless. We'll scrum for it there at midfield. Carlo wanted a foul. I believe the play has been, yes, it has been blown dead. We'll bring it back. It'll be a free kick for Saddleback. Carlo has indicated that someone had thrown an elbow as he was going to challenge for that ball. No cards have come out. The Bobcats put it back into play. Play on. 5 minutes to go in the first half. As I mentioned, the clock will stop at 2 minutes on the scoreboard clock. Last 2 minutes of regulation and any stoppage time kept on the field by our referee. We will do our best to estimate stoppage time and what might be left before the whistle. But right now, there's still 4:45 to go before. Saddleback quickly gets the free kick in. Blasted. Number 99, Edward Nemhard in. He got welcomed to the game with a blast off his chest. Quick throw in by the Bobcats. Back towards the center of the field. Nobody home down the right-hand side. Martinez is going to try and run it down over there. But the ball will go to the Dons. Santa Ana looking to get something going with under 4 to go here in the first half. 0-0. Santa Ana, nothing. Saddleback, nothing. Here at Saddleback Stadium, as the lights here at College Park East start to take effect on the pitch. On another gorgeous fall evening in Mission Viejo, Kevin Sanchez. Ochoa sends it back. That's a little sloppy right there, and there's a little bit of room for Jordan Bueno. He puts it up the right-hand side. Nice slide tackle coming over. I want to say that was Ryan Mann who came over and knocked that one away when the opportunity was presenting itself to Santa Ana. Good job by the Bobcats there to take that away because Bueno and teammates had a run. Here's Rayo on the left-hand side. He's got quicks and creativity. Gets around Avila, which is not an easy thing to do, and he gets fouled at the top. Nope, they're going to call that one on Mark Rayo and send it the other way. So through that crowd of traffic, the infraction on Rayo, and the Bobcats come away with it. 2.5 to go, about 30 seconds until we'll get the scoreboard clock stoppage. Nice little post-up move there by Santa Ana at the top of the arc. Tried to get it on the cut to Rayo. Vincent Lopez. Still no Paul Carrillo, excuse me. Number 10. I have not seen him on the pitch, so I'm not sure if he's suited up. Their leading goal scorer. Rayo, as I mentioned, is their leading scorer with 7 goals and 10 assists. Carrillo has got 8 goals to lead them in making the net cords dance, but in total points, Mark Rayo, number 7, who's very much on the pitch and been involved, and I believe just got called for the foul to give the ball back to the Bobcats, and they'll send it over to the left-hand side to Ryan Mann. Aquino. Andrew June. Ooh, nice little attempt of a spin move right there by Dominic Ochoa. Did not fool Rayo and Santa Ana, and it'll be a foul on the Bobcats this time. Rayo goes down. Clock has stopped, so we are in these final 2 minutes of regulation, and we'll keep an eye on our referee to see if there's a signal on any stoppage time. There should be 3-4 minutes, as we've had 3 players go down for a minute or so with being shaken up. Fortunately, all got up and continued on, but there probably should be a little bit of stoppage time. Carlo tried to get between defenders. Santa Ana well positioned. Rosette sends it back to Pablo Rea, and here come the Dons on the left-hand side. Elijah Lozano helps transition it to the far right-hand sideline. There's one of those long looping lead passes again. Ryan Mann will head that back towards midfield. It bounces around a little bit, but Saddleback is able to, Spencer Simas crushes it down, and there's a nice play by Rosette to kick it back into the Saddleback end. Carlo to Simas. Simas working against Flores, sends it to the far left-hand sideline. Room over there, nice little dump off to Carlo, and the Bobcats will have a throw-in. That's Marco Cortez, number 15, who had some room for a moment on the left-hand side. And that is the end of the first half. There's your whistle. So we will go to halftime in a 0-0 scoreless draw thus far. Saddleback 0. Santa Ana 0. 0-0 at the half. We'll be back in about 15 minutes with the halftime statistics and the start of the second half of this big Orange Empire Conference men's soccer matchup. Stick around. Welcome back to Saddleback Stadium. Getting ready to start the second half of this Orange Empire Conference men's soccer, as we call it here in the United States, football for the rest of the world. But since it's the Orange Empire Conference men's soccer, officially that's what I have to refer to it on first reference as. But of course, we all know it's the beautiful game of football. Saddleback Stadium, the Bobcats in their home black, their alternative home black with the gold trim, taking on visiting Santa Ana in the away white with the black. Santa Ana going left to right here in the second half. Saddleback going right to left. 0-0. Our score, scoreless first half. Some stats for you real quick as we get going. Santa Ana had 2 shots, 1 on goal. Saddleback 5 shots, 2 on goal. Both Santa Ana had 1 corner, none for Saddleback. 6 fouls on Santa Ana, 8 on Saddleback. An aggressive, physical first half. Busy time for the referee. 2 yellow cards on Santa Ana, 1 on the Bobcats. Pablo Rea in goal for Santa Ana. Dominic DeFrena in goal for Saddleback. Free kick for the Dons coming up right here, and Ryo will take it. Leading scorer for Santa Ana with 24 points, 7 goals, 10 assists. One of the top 4 scorers in the Orange Empire Conference. Left foots it into the penalty area. Saddleback, I believe that was Spencer Simus, got it out of there quickly. There'll be a throw in here on the near sideline for Santa Ana, Coach Jose Vasquez. Saddleback with Coach B.J. McNichol trying to get the victory here to jump Santa Ana in the standings in the Orange Empire Conference. Long throw in by the Bobcats. Carlo up to Joel Smith. Smith along the left-hand side, left-footed. Had no angle, no real shot. Well marked there by Saul Vasquez. And it'll be a goal kick for Pablo Rea and company. Here come the Dons. Gavin Radzai, number 29, starting the second half, back on the defensive line. The back line for the Bobcats. Ryo with room between defenders. Ryan Mann comes over to cut him off. Alex Avila gets his foot in the way of Ryo's attempt to cross. It'll be a corner kick for the Dons from the far corner. 0-0. In the 3rd minute here in the second half, the 45-minute countdown clock here in community college soccer. So we start at 45 and count backwards in both halves. So if you're a purist in the international tradition of starting at 0, going to 45, and then 45 to 90, a little different here in community college soccer, aka football. And we will count down to 2 minutes. Clock will stop with 2 minutes left in regulation on the scoreboard, and time will be nice cross corner. Good opportunity for the Dons. Somehow the Bobcats were able to keep that out, and there's a shot wide after a nice nifty little bit of passing and recovery by Santa Ana after Saddleback thwarted the initial corner effort. Edward Nemhard ended up with that opportunity outside the top of the box and just put it to the right side. Goal kick for the Bobcats. And they come back the other way. Tried to get something to Ryan Mann down the sideline. Radzile headed over. Picked up there by Ochoa. Chipped down the sideline. High looping. Nemhard gets it. Fighting to get around Nathan Aquino, and that's a tough assignment for anybody. Joel Smith had got ahead on that. There's another boot wide to the right side. And Saddleback will goal kick that away in this 0-0 scoreless tie at this point into the 50th minute overall. 40 minutes to go here in the second half. Thank you for joining us here on the Saddleback College Department of Cinema, Television, and Radio YouTube live stream production of Saddleback College men's soccer. I am Mark Spinn. Thank you for joining and watching this important matchup in the Orange Empire Conference, where the winner will have a firmer grasp of 5th place. Everybody chasing Fullerton, unbeaten at the top of the Orange Empire Conference standings, but there's room to be made up between places 3, 4, and 5, certainly. And Saddleback with a victory here today would leapfrog Santa Ana and go into 5th place. Ryan Mann, long throw-in specialist here on the near sideline. He's got an ability to put these into a good place in the box, does so again there. That's headed up in the air. Nice job by Pablo Rea to come off the line and snatch that out of midair. And there's a Don down right on the goal line. Might have clonked heads with a Bobcat going up to challenge. I believe that's Saul Vasquez, number 3, who's a little slow to get up. Well, he's limping. He didn't clonk anybody's head. He may have just landed funny. Defending, he doesn't want to come off. And he won't. Ray will just get it right to him. Tomasov, number 4, had a yellow card in the first half. Nice, strong, long boot down the field. No foul called there. Interesting. It was Jordan Bueno, number 23. Nobody could get clearance there. They got we're going to have a free kick coming up. A yellow card. Alex Avila, number 13, with the foul, I believe, on Jordan Bueno. So that'll set up a free kick for the Dons. See what kind of a set piece they'll come up with a good opportunity here in the 52nd minute. 7 minutes into the first half almost. Still 0-0. The lights have taken full effect here on the pitch at beautiful Saddleback Stadium, this 3-year-old facility, College Drive East, home of Saddleback men's and women's international football, American soccer. Take your pick. And the Dons set up the free kick. They've got Rayo and Isaac Pineda side by side. Rayo looks like he may take it. But you never know in these situations. Saddleback sets the wall. It'll be Pineda. No, he'll fake it. Rayo with a high drive to the left. Out of play. Goal kick for the Bobcats, as Rayo couldn't get enough bend on that to challenge the far post with the left foot. And Dominic DeFrena will send it away. This is the 8th start for Dominic DeFrena. It's 4-1 with a 1.71 goals against average. Pablo Rea made 12 starts. He's got 49 saves, 2 shutouts, 1.97 goals against average. 2 very capable goalkeepers, showing in this 0-0 score good defense by both back lines as well. Booming lead pass. It's a fair catch there by Pablo Rea. Mixing in my American football metaphors, but that was definitely a change field position type punt. Santa Ana will send a lob into the Saddleback end at midfield. There's a little bit of room for Rio coming down the middle. He puts it out. Nicely defended there and sent back. Radzai got over there to the right sideline. And the Dons will have a throw in from the far side in front of their bench. 35 minutes to go here in the second half. Scoreless, 0-0. Santa Ana in the white, Saddleback in the black with the gold numbers. We got another player down and another card has been issued. And the cards are starting to flow. It may have been Spencer Simus they booked. I have to check the official scores update on that. So Alex Avila got a card earlier in the half for the Bobcats, and now another free kick. We'll see if that was on Simus, but either way, a yellow card on Saddleback to set up this free kick. Nicely put into the box, headed out there. Hard driving kick, wide to the right. There was some room at the top of the penalty area. May have been Pineda who got the shot up there, but it was wide to the right side. And the Bobcats, it was Spencer Simus, number 14, who got that yellow card for Saddleback. But no harm comes out of it as the Bobcats escape with a goal kick. And DeFreda sends it into midfield. Ryan Mann runs it down there. Aquino makes a nice move along the right-hand sideline. Nathan Aquino keeps it in a little bit between Bobcats. No one knew which way he was going to go with it, so Santa Ana said, thank you very much, we'll take it. And the Dons come down the left side. Simus to Avila. Juan Ponce, number 26, back in the game for the Bobcats. Carlo. Over here to Ryan Mann on the near sideline. Carlo down the right sideline, knocked to the turf there, and we're going to see if another card comes out. Just a caution there from our referee. Carlo a little slow to get up. I think he's all right. He'll get a hand up from our official. And Ryan Mann will have the opportunity to do his long throw-in. See if he can put the Bobcats into a scoring position with a well-placed long throw from above the top of the box parallel to it. Joel Smith fighting for it. It's headed away by the Dons. Vincent Lopez clears it out to midfield. Foul there. Jordan Bueno, number 23, trying to find some room, and the Bobcats knock him to the turf on the challenge and pick up the foul. Free kick for Santa Ana. 32 minutes left here in the second half. 0-0. It's a good one here at Saddleback Stadium on a beautiful night for a football match. The wind that had picked up a little bit during the women's game that we had earlier on the live stream, won by Saddleback 8-0. Has died down a little bit, still a little bit out of the south, going right to left on your screen. So at Saddleback's back, but nothing, mostly negligible. Scrum for the ball over there. Simus and Aquino with Pineda. Bobcats come away with it. Here's Carlo in the middle of the field. He drops it back off. They get it back to Carlo. Just can't get the pass on the foot of Martinez. Bobcats take it away again. Radzai. Vincent Lopez swings it to the left side of the field. Santa Ana will get a throw in front of their bench on the far sideline. Moving quickly. Here's Joel Smith with it. Simon, no, pass was a little bit lazy. Not enough oomph on it, and it leads to a foul on Simus. And that'll set up another free kick for the Dons. And Spencer has to be careful because he did pick up a yellow card earlier. Pineda will put it back into play for Santa Ana as we're at the 30-minute mark on the countdown clock, which means we're in the 61st minute here. 0-0. Alex Martinez gets it off to Simus. Simus down the left-hand side. Still going. He gets it to Carlo. But Brian can't get any further than that. Nicely knocked away by Santa Ana. Martinez gets possession back. Radzai. Ochoa puts it in the middle to Smith. Juan Ponce, number 26. Spencer Simus. Oh, and Ponce wasn't expecting the drop-off, and Santa Ana clears it out to midfield. Radzai sends it back to DeFrena, and the Bobcats will reset. 0-0. No score here at Saddleback Stadium. Orange Empire Conference men's action. A battle for 5th place with many games still to go in conference play and a chance to move up the table. Everybody chasing Fullerton, unbeaten, 8-0-1. But these two teams both could make a move and get up into the top 3 if they get on a streak, which could start tonight. Nice little drop-off header attempted there by Edwin Flores. Just didn't quite get purchase on it. Ponce gets it, sends it over to Simus, who gets it over to Carlo, gets it back to Simus. Spencer going down the left sideline. The freshman from J. Serra gets tripped up there, and that'll be a foul on Santa Ana on Rayo, and that will give the Bobcats a free kick. Looks like Juan Ponce will take the free kick, number 26 for the Bobcats, here on the near sideline. Freshman midfielder out of Capo Valley, Gavin Radzai, and Simus are both 6'2", about 190, 195. So B.J. McNichol has brought in some added size to the Saddleback lineup with Radzai on the back line and Simus still in midfield, a little more oomph to go in the Saddleback attack. Carlo tried to get a little play going there with Ryan Mann. It's headed out of bounds by the Dons. So Ryan Mann will do his long throw-in thing, which he does oh so well. And Saddleback will see if they can make something happen. They couldn't do it on the free kick. Let's see how this works out. Santa Ana crowds the box. Andrew June on now, number 10 for the Bobcats. Headed away harmlessly by Santa Ana. It was well positioned again, but Santa Ana has got that well defended. They're good throws by Ryan Mann, but the Dons have just got it. And there's a massive offside by the Bobcats. Flag goes up. I don't have enough fingers to count how many Bobcats were outside. And Santa Ana comes the other way quickly up the left-hand side along their own sideline. Radzai knocks it away, much to the chagrin couldn't quite make out the challenge in the knockaway tackle from Radzai, but it worked. Santa Ana turns it over after the throw-in. And the Bobcats will take it here in their own end again with Aquino as we approach 25 minutes on the countdown clock, 0-0. Saddleback 0, Santa Ana 0. Bobcats trying to avenge the 2-0 loss to Santa Ana back on September 29th when they were the visitors. Kevin Sanchez, number 7, comes on. Give Spencer Simas a break. Throw in there by Aquino. It'll go back to the Dons' way this time. Again, if you're not familiar with community college soccer rules, substitution is unlimited free substitution and re-entry. So you can be replaced and come back multiple times. Pinned on the right-hand sideline. And the Dons will come away with it. Saddleback thought there might have been a foul over there. It's a little bit of a... Nobody's real happy with anybody over there on the far sideline in front of the Santa Ana bench. Joel Smith and Andrew June speaking to our referee, encouraging him to maybe have seen that call differently. However, it's a throw-in for, it's a free kick. The foul was called on Saddleback. So they will kick it away from their own sideline. Across the other side of the pitch to Tomasov. Ernesto Lopez, he gets it over the left-hand far sideline. Vincent Lopez, he says that's off the Bobcats, and it is. It'll be a corner for Santa Ana. From the far corner. And another little kumbaya moment being solicited by our official to say, okay, guys, come on. Let's quit trying to knock the bleep out of each other and just play some football. So it's not a corner, it's a foul on Aquino. That sets up the free kick from near the corner post. And Pineda will take it, sends it into the 6-yard box, and Dominic DeFrena, after it's ricochets around a little bit, comes down with it. Another whistle and a foul, this time on Santa Ana in the penalty area, which will just lead to the goal kick that was going to happen anyway after DeFrena snatched that out of midair. And Santa Ana's got a chance with some room on the middle and up the left-hand side. A little chip pass to Rayo. DeFrena comes way off the box. He's out of position but gets up quickly. Nice play by Dominic DeFrena. Came off the line, didn't make a clean grab of it, but knocked it away, punched it to prevent Rayo from getting a chance to add to his top 5 another yellow card. I believe they have booked Edwin Flores, number 14, right there. We'll see what the official score comes back with, but that looked to be who the card was intended for. Well, our official score as it is for Isaac Pineda, number 8. So it'll be a free kick after the yellow card on Pineda, not on Flores, number 14. It is sometimes hard from high above the western sideline to make out where the card is being held to when there are multiple players in the vicinity. But it is on Isaac Pineda, and it's a free kick for the Bobcats. Aquino sends it into the penalty area. It's headed nicely there. Nice attempt by Alex Martinez, number 25. Got up and got ahead on it, but just couldn't get it on target. Nice pass into the box on the free kick by Nathan Aquino. And Alex Martinez is kind of grabbing at his head to say, I couldn't get that on target because there was some space between Pablo Rea and the near post. But no harm done for Santa Ana, and it remains 0-0 as we're in the 70th minute. 20 minutes on the countdown clock, approaching that now. The Dons have a throw-in along their sideline on the far side, the east side here at Saddleback Stadium. College Drive East. Another quick throw-in there. And another foul. It's gotten a little herky-jerky here in the second half. We had some good aggressive flowing play with whistles and some yellow cards and so forth, but it was a much more aesthetic half of football to watch in the first half. This half has had a lot of, whistles and fouls, and you got to keep the game under control. Both teams kind of sharing the blame on the. There's a wide open shot and a goal score on the long pass. Got free in the Saddleback 6-yard box. Remy Barzin, the freshman out of Tesoro, another South County player for Santa Ana, number 2, makes the back of the net dance on the long free kick that somehow he got behind the Saddleback line. DeFrena couldn't get to it in time. And Remy Barzin knocks it in for a 1-0 Santa Ana lead in the 72nd minute. Remy Barzin out of Tesoro High School gives the Dons the 1-0 lead with just over 18 minutes left on the countdown clock. Saddleback trails. Second goal of the season for Remy. His 8th appearance on the season. Great time to come off the bench and make a massive play for the score for Santa Ana and a 1-0 lead. The beautiful long pass into the box. See if we can get the, Edwin Flores. Edwin Flores with the assist there. There was a beautiful, number 14 Flores lofted it perfectly into the box. Barazin got behind the Saddleback line, timed it perfectly, was onside, and got just enough on it right in the front of the goal mouth to get it past Dominic DeFrena. And it's 1-0, and there's a hard foul on Santa Ana and a card. The Bobcats will have a free kick. Trailing 1-0 now. Beautiful lofted pass by Edwin Flores. And I believe that was his first assist of the season on Remy Barazin's second goal of the season, which all add up to a 1-0 Santa Ana lead. Free kick into the box, headed by multiple Bobcats, and there's a score, the equalizer. The flag came up. Goal is disallowed. Offside on Saddleback. No equalizer. The flag came up. Did they get Sepp? Somebody came around the right end of that set-piece formation for the Bobcats and got there a little too early. It wasn't Sepp. Regardless, the goal's waved off because of the offside, and Santa Ana remains in command 1-0 with 16 minutes under that to play here in the second half. Santa Ana 1, Saddleback 0. Just a beautiful ball by Edwin Flores. Remy Berezin getting to the spot, made the run, perfect timing. Somehow got it through Dominic DeFrena, who was right there in his face, and somehow the ball's got to the back of the net. Great play by Berezin and Flores. Santa Ana 1-0. Dons will have a throw-in on the far sideline near the corner. You know, they're going to start taking their time here with the 1-0 lead and under 15 to go on the countdown clock. Crossing pass, nicely blocked there in the goal box by Joel Smith. Ryan Mann was the one who got in front of that for Saddleback. And the Bobcats now looking for that equalizer. Santa Ana will take the throw in after the Bobcats lost it out of bounds on the far sideline. Ooh, there's a hard shove in the back right there, and I got to think we might have another card. No card coming. All right, well. DeFrena reels that in. Has some pleasantries. Gavin Radzai a little slow to get up there after contact in the 6-yard box. DeFrena reeled it in, gets it out now. Gavin's up and okay. Alex Avila. Long diagonal pass. Too much turf to cover there for Saddleback, and Santa Ana stepped in front. But now the Bobcats get it back. Ochoa comes back to Sanchez. Simas to man along the left-hand sideline. Got Andrew June down the left side as well. He takes it back to the middle. Nice pass there to Ochoa. Slide tackle. Ochoa comes out of it. Still got it. Joel Smith hit the hardware. It's knocked up into the air by... There's a blast, and there's the equalizer. There is the equalizer. Saddleback makes the back of the net dance with the score. Saddleback comes back to tie this, equalizing things at 1-1 in the 83rd minute, just under 12 minutes to play now. Saddleback comes back to tie this at 1-1. Multiple shots on goal. Joel Smith hammered one off the crossbar. It bounced up in the air. Pablo Rea deflected it out. He couldn't quite reel it in. It deflected forward. It looked like it might have been Kevin Sanchez who got the rebound. I'll have to wait for the official score. There was a crowd of Bobcats working hard for that equalizer right there. And we'll see how they come back with the official score on the goal and the assist. But a lot of action. Just waiting for that to update you folks so I can give you the score, goal scorer, and any assists. They may be checking down at the bench to make sure they get it right. They've got communications with some of the Saddleback staff to make sure they get goals and assists for both teams correctly. So it started with Joel Smith blasting it off the crossbar with high velocity. And the ricochet, I want to say it was number 7, Kevin Sanchez, who then got a full boot on it. There's another yellow card on Santa Ana. But there may have been another ricochet before Saddleback made the net cords dance with the score to level things at 1-1 as we are now under 10 minutes. It was Kevin Sanchez. I thought the ricochet came out to him. Sanchez, number 7, his 3rd goal of the season. A freshman out of San Juan Hills High School finds a good time to get goal number 3. Saddleback doesn't want to be done yet now that we're approaching 9 minutes to go in the first half, in the second half. All this excitement, folks. We had a lot of non-rhythmic, just nobody could get anything going because all the whistles and fouls for much of this second half. Last 5 minutes, both teams have generated offensive opportunities and capitalized. Remy Bazarin on the assist from Edwin Flores. Beautiful lofted pass by Flores. Bazarin was able to get behind the Saddleback line, perfectly timed, and get it through Dominic DeFrena to give Santa Ana the 1-0 lead. And then an offensive push by the Bobcats kept the pressure on in the Saddleback, or in the Santa Ana penalty area. Joel Smith rocketed one off the crossbar to start things off, and Pablo Rea tried to pick it out of the air. He had his back to the goal. The ball came over his head going back out towards the penalty spot, and it ricocheted off his hand as he tried to swipe at it. And Kevin Sanchez was near the top of the penalty area, got the ricochet off of Pablo Rea's hand, and blasted it in to the far post side of the net to make the net cords dance. Score. Saddleback. Kevin Sanchez, goal number 3, 1-1. We're under 8 minutes to go on the clock here in the second half. Sep Sote-Cashin comes back in for the Bobcats, and Sep can score some goals. So B.J. McNichol looking to get the push ahead now. There's a header attempt by Joel Smith, harmlessly picked up by Pablo Rea. He rolls it out the left-hand side, and here come the Dons with some room down that left-hand side. If they can get around the corner, and they're going to get a foul right there on Aquino. And the Dons will set up for a free kick with 7 minutes to play. And I think they're going to get Aquino. Yes, they're going to get Aquino for a yellow card here. These yellow cards are cumulative, folks. So, if you get 5, you have to sit out the next match. Not 5 in one game, just 5 cumulative before it resets. And I don't have a match report that tells me this. I don't know, Paul Carrillo, who has the most goals for Santa Ana this season with 8, has not seen action tonight. And I don't know, we don't have a match report that may indicate that might be why, if he was on cards or just unspecified reasons. But in this case, multiple players have gotten cards. They keep reports on these. And once you get to 5, you have to sit out the next match. So yellow cards matter, and both teams have gotten several. That one was against Nathan Aquino. Yeah, Santa Ana with 5 yellow cards, Saddleback with 4. So it's been an aggressive game. There's a lot of room down the middle, and there's Sepp Sodekashin. Sodekashin, one-on-one where he likes to be, but that's beautiful defense right there. Excellent play by Ernesto Lopez, number 30, from Montebello Cantwell. Nice job, because Sepp Sodekashin is a goal-scoring machine for Saddleback. He's just one of those guys that's always around the net. Second leading goal scorer for the Bobcats behind Joel Smith. Ryan Mann with that long throw-in that he does so well. Doesn't quite get it to the 6-yard box, but it's headed around and bounces around again. But we've got another foul on the Bobcats in the penalty area, in the Santa Ana penalty area. So it'll be a free kick away. Pablo Reyes sends it down to the left sideline. Santa Ana looking to try and get the go-ahead goal. 5 minutes to play here in the second half. It's 1-1. Saddleback 1, Santa Ana 1. Hard fight for the ball down the left-hand side. Another whistle, and let's see who they're going to get the foul on. Nathan Aquino seems to believe he was pulled down. Saddleback's Nathan Aquino, number 1. Again, having a enlightening conversation with the official. It will be a free kick for Santa Ana with 4:10 to go now on the countdown clock. Isaac Pineda will take the free kick for Santa Ana. About even with the top of the box from the far sideline. All of his teammates huddled into the 6-yard box. It's headed out by Saddleback and then put over the end line by Pineda. Goal kick for the Bobcats as we approach 3.5 to go. In for another exciting finish. It's a 1-1 stalemate right now with 3.5 to play. They're going to say Isaac Pineda lost it over there on the sideline before it went over the end line. There'll be a throw-in for the Bobcats to start play. Substitutions coming on for both teams. Andrew June coming on for Sepp. Luke Lassade, number 50. You can see him with his back to the camera there near midfield. In the Saddleback end, he has come on for the Dons. Long throw-in by Aquino, headed back towards the Saddleback end. Knocked around in midfield. Bobcats come away with it. A little room on the left side. If Andrew June can get around this defender, he goes the other way with it. June with good speed. Could not get around Santa Ana defenders. Nice job by the Dons to keep the Bobcats in front of him. I thought he was going to dish it over to Spencer Simas on his left, but he tried to cross up and go to his right. Kind of a long, indifferent attempt there by Santa Ana. No harm, no foul. 2 minutes now. We're at the clock stoppage point here in the second half. 2 minutes of regulation plus any stoppage time, which probably will be upwards of 5 minutes. Kept on the field by the referee. We'll do our best to keep you posted on where we stand. Any signals from the referee. There's Andrew June with it on the left-hand side. He sends a cross into the box. It's knocked out of there nicely by Elijah Lozano. Kevin Sanchez, who got the equalizer, chases it down on the sideline. Foul there on the Dons. And what are we going to get here? A conference. Yeah, it's going to be a free kick for the Bobcats. Kevin Sanchez was first. Joshua Rosette was not. So Rosette picks up the foul over there, and it'll be a free kick for the Bobcats as we likely near the end of regulation time, soon into stoppage time. Sanchez sends it into the 6-yard box, headed around, up and over the goal, harmlessly over the end line into touch. Goal kick for Santa Ana. Referee checking his watch. Did not see a signal on minutes, so I'm not sure what the added time is going to be. We did have several players go down. We did have multiple yellow cards. So I imagine we've got 5 or 6 minutes at least of extra time here to see if we can break this 1-1 draw. Bobcats with possession into the Santa Ana end down the right-hand side. There's room over there. Hard tackle. Spencer Simus gets taken down in the right-hand corner. Rosette again doing what he needs to do to keep Saddleback from turning the corner. It means a corner kick here. Andrew June was upset about the lack of a call at midfield. Felt like he was impeded. But in any case, it is a corner for the Bobcats. In this 1-1 match, and we're into stoppage time for whatever there may be left of that. I wish we would know. We do not, because they keep it down on the field, not on the clock. Ryan Mann left foots it into the box on the corner. Free ball in there, a hard shot. Beautiful effort by Saddleback. Alex Avila looked like he had, let me get the binoculars, make sure who that was who had the follow-up. Might have been Alex Martinez. Yeah, that's Alex, number 25. Ball was headed around and came to his feet. He put the left foot on it, but it was wide left. And the Dons survive that corner by the Bobcats. So as we get towards time to watch our referee and listen for the whistle, and there it is, ladies and gentlemen. That's where we're going to end up. The whistle blows. We come to the end of this match with a 1-1 draw, hard-fought, physical, well-played first half, sloppy for times at the second with lots of fouls, but then things picked up in the last 10 minutes. Both teams get goals. Remy Berezin on the assist from Edwin Flores made it 1-0 Santa Ana. And then Ryan Sanchez got the equalizer. Berezin's goal in the 70th minute. Sanchez is in the 77th. 1-1 is where it ends up. So Saddleback will go to 6-6-2. Nope. 6-5-3, overall. 6-5-3 and 3-4-2. Santa Ana goes to 7-5-4 and 3-3-3 in conference and retains 5th place ahead of the Bobcats, who they defeated earlier this year 2-0. Great game. Glad you could join us here. 1-1 draw, our final score. Santa Ana 1, Saddleback 1. I am Mark Spin. Thank you so much for joining us here on this Saddleback College Department of CTVR YouTube live stream of Orange Empire Conference men's soccer from Saddleback Stadium, College Drive East. We'll be back with more games on live stream before the end of the regular season. Thanks for joining us. Have a good evening.